I grew up in
Boom. All right, guys, we're about to start this meeting and an intro. So Erica, why don't you explain how you pick up the sales process?
Yeah, so I met Ryan through one of the funnels, and then I'm an investor, and I've been working with Ryan for over a year now. I trust him. I love working with him, and I love what he's building. I have a background working for high net worth individuals, mostly billionaires, and I have been a high level executive assistant for them, but also focused on client services. So a lot of clients would call up, they'd be wondering what's going on with their account, how their investment's doing, and I would handle all of the incoming investors for many years. I've dealt with people that are super happy because they've made millions of dollars, to people that are really upset because they've lost millions of dollars, or they made so much money that they had to pay $1 million in taxes. So not the worst problem to have, but dealing with these type of people, they're very demanding. They're stressed. You're handling a lot of their money, and you just have to be able to be patient really on the end of the day. And I'd like to really help do damage control if anybody's unhappy, and keep everybody at a level of calmness if anything goes wrong. Also, definitely want to learn the sales process a little bit more, and understand how you're pitching it, because that will help me do my job better.
Cool. And then Angie, how about you go into you a little bit?
Awesome. Yeah, so I met Ryan this past January. He approached me with an investment opportunity for the Amazon stores, and that's how we got talking and started. And then I invested $100,000 into the company. So I want to personally thank Jared and Javali for what you're doing, because you're helping us all succeed. So I appreciate that. Right off the bat, I wanted to say that. Just a little bit of my background. I have a master's degree in public administration with an emphasis in healthcare management. I've done so many things. I could go on for days. I'm a veteran of the United States Air Force. I'm also a real estate agent. I'm retired law enforcement. I've had a lot of management positions in the past. So I really believe I can help our sales team, because my superpower is building relationships. That's what I do. I love face-to-face with people. I love talking to people. And I really feel like I can help close some deals. I watched Ryan all the time, like every single video that he's made, every single phone call, the meetings, I haven't missed a meeting. Like I haven't been there like physically because of my current career as a respiratory care practitioner at Rady Children's Hospital, San Diego. So I work there 3 days a week. So I haven't been able to physically be at the meetings, but I listen to all the recordings, all the calls. I get what we're trying to do here, and I'm really excited to be a part of it all. Thank you.
Yeah, Angie, we're actually honestly thinking about changing the meeting so you're available. Are you available on Tuesdays?
So I talked to Arvell a little bit about that yesterday. So my schedule changes on a weekly basis, but I do have my schedule in advance. Like right now I have my schedule through most of, or coming up, I'm going to have it through September. So I always know my schedule like way in advance. So
okay,
we can definitely work something out.
And nights, so I'm on East Coast time. So, anything that's after 3 your time works best for me.
Got it. Yeah, same thing with Arvell, because like he's got his priorities. So
and Peyton's later too. So later is better. Yeah.
Got it. So cool. I'm glad you guys did the intro. What I was looking to do is like once you have the bios together, Erica, like when people ask us, they're like, who's the company? Like, what are we investing into?
Right.
You guys need to be able to be like, boom, this is our teammate, like this is our team. And you need to know like me, Peyton, Angie, Erica.
Right. One person so far has sent me their bio. That was Arvell. And so when you guys, Jared and Angie, have a chance, if you don't have a bio on yourself, I can write one if you have a resume. Or if you want to add anything that's pertinent that you want me to add. It doesn't need to be long. I think Arvel sent me like 2 pages or something. It was like pretty, no, it was pretty long, but all good. I'm going to shorten it anyways.
And then,
Outstanding.
Yeah.
because like the 3 things that people look for when they buy, they like what? They like the product, it's the company, and then what's the 3rd thing?
How is it going to make money?
Yeah, it's like the offer, right? The product, company. So like we need, like I said, we want to be able to sell the company. Obviously the pitch sounds good, but
Yep.
we lost one deal, Jabali, for example, because the guy was like, who's running the show? And
Right.
I couldn't overturn that objection 3 weeks ago. And unfortunately, I didn't have these people in place. If these people were in place, we might have gotten rid of that guy. So
Let's call him back.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll call him back. Exactly.
Let's do it.
So that's what we want to do.
back.
Exactly. That's what we want. I want you guys. So Jared and Jabali, like just a list of everyone you've sent me, and then I'm gonna go with it with like Angie, and we're gonna be like, all right, like who can we call these people back? So for example, your one lead, Marie, Jared, like I had a great call with her. And then she texted me today saying like, oh yeah, I spoke to one financing guy and he said that you're not going to be able to get the funding. So it sounds too risky. Stuff like that. Like I could keep banging on that, but then Angie could just call her. Like it's going to come from a different number and it's going to come from a different perspective. And that's how we're going to be able to like,
Right.
That's
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to help that I can say like, I've given $100,000 of my money. Like that's not a small
That
amount of
does
money.
help.
You know?
It's not.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have that money laying around. Like I took that money out of the equity from my house. Like I'm
Yeah.
somebody that's worked hard for what I have, and it was a huge decision and an investment for me. And I think that would help if people heard that. It would help them feel more comfortable, you know?
Definitely.
For sure. There's definitely at least a few deals that Angie can push across with that. And then so Angie's also helping with like research. So if you guys ever like are like on a YouTube ad and you see like an offer that's like kind of comparable to what we're doing in any way, I'll add you guys to this spreadsheet because basically what I want is to we have these different categories, like from automation companies to companies that do networking and training and fundraising and investment sites. I want to basically just gather all that data to just be like, look, this is something that we also can send to clients. We can be like, this is what the market's offering. We've learned from the market. We want to deliver what the market is asking for.
Oh,
So,
don't forget to add YouTube to the automation.
yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys come across any companies that fall under these spaces, definitely add them. And like I said, right now, Angie's funnel hacking. I don't want to have you do that full time forever, Angie, but that's definitely something super valuable is to like go through the funnel and see what people are pitching. Because like
I'm doing that on my downtime at the hospital as well. Whenever I have a second, I'm eating, breathing, sleeping, all done consulting.
love it. I appreciate it. Honestly, like you giving the 100K is cool, but like I sent one client, like the fact that you're committing 120 hours a month for $2,000, that's like speaks so much more to me. Like money is valuable, time is everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you can tell that to my wife later.
So I just wanted you guys to hear this, Jared and Jabali, like firsthand. Next, I wanted to go over the new ad is up, or one of that new ads is up. So I'm about to email it to you guys. Like this is literally where all the leads are coming from. It's not that fancy or pretty, but in terms of the new software pitch, he needs to change this. I need to call him because it still says fund. In terms of the new software pitch, what questions you guys have? Are there any objections that we're dealing with? Let's answer that now, and then I would love to hear the perspective from Angie and Erica. So again, Jared and Jabali, like, are there any like questions about the pitch?
I don't have any questions about the pitch. Like so far, it's usually when people get it, they get it. You know, I usually just tell them, you know, the history. We've been a business broker, and you're the middleman between the investors and the opportunities. But sometimes the opportunities will fall through, and you know, it's significantly safer if you put our buyers together. Like I tell them the entire story, but when I do get an objection, the objection is this: I understand what you're saying. I know about the app. I know about the opportunities. But then they come back and say, "But how are you going to double my investment?"
Yeah, that's always my main question too.
Yeah, that's a great question. And the way we're going to do that. So I can go into the long, complicated thing about how we're going to set up like the 7 funnels that are going to build each other. But one, because I know you said this, Erica, like we don't want to do this 2x for 6 months forever. I only want to do that.
Yeah, it's too much.
1st. Yeah, I only want to do that to September 1st, just so we could get like 600, 700K this month. And
Yeah.
then we could do, now we have 700K in September, and then we have momentum, and we could do the exact same pitch, except for now it's 12 months. Or we don't.
Yeah, and what I suggested was don't guarantee a number, because in finance, you can't guarantee. I know you want to do that model, but I would suggest doing 50. The average you make in the market is 7% annually.
7, yeah.
And if you are offering them 50% in a year, that's incredible. 100% in 6 months is beyond incredible, but it can't sustain. So I just suggest that we do 50%, or we take out that language and we say, you are guaranteed, if you're unhappy with the returns, you can have your money back within a year, plus maybe 5%. Or something like, or maybe 10%, maybe 7%, right? If you are unhappy at all with your returns, we will give you what the S&P return average would be, something like that. Just so Ryan's protected is what I was suggesting. But certainly it's Ryan's company, it's up to him.
Yeah, so I'm happy to, like, when that lady what's her name, Zoe, she's gonna like rework the language in terms of the guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
My thought is like leave the campaign as it is until we change. I mean, I do want to do it till September 1st.
Yeah. And
so still aren't going to move forward.
So back to the question, and I know it's a complicated answer and it has many facets to it. When you have to explain to a sophisticated investor, for example, and all these people are different levels. Some of them are, low level, anywhere from low level to high level, but to the average sophisticated investor, how are you going to double our money? We need to have a shortened version of like a 5-sentence version of that answer that people that are less sophisticated can understand. And that would be helpful, I think, in having everybody explain it and understand it from the client's perspective. So what's the long version, and then what's the short version? I think that would help.
I think the short version is we're going to double your money by leveraging our proven ability to create profitable funnels. So we have 7 funnels that we want to build that are going to build the brand. So the success of one builds the success of the other one. And it's going to create an exponential curve for the growth of the company. And I can change the terms and make it longer, which gives me money that I could just use to do anything.
Erica, did you listen to the call yesterday, the successful call yesterday?
No, but I need to.
That is amazing. He dumbed it down. This lady was asking like great questions, and Ryan was giving great answers. That's going to be moving forward like an excellent training video for salesmen.
Perfect.
What did I say?
Exactly what you just said right now.
Oh yeah. So I'm setting up,
leveraging our ability to create multiple funnels, like doing what you've proven you can do over and over again for years now.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. And so, those videos are all on that master spreadsheet, Ryan?
Yes. Every what I'm going to do is, so I'll go up to the training program.
Right.
I'll always add the new calls to the top.
Okay.
What's the course?
Are some of them Zooms? Are they all Zooms? Or are they all? Some of them are just calls that you record.
Most of them are just recorded from my photo booth, my computer.
Okay.
But yeah, like really, like the answer is how we're gonna double the money is like the company doesn't want me spending time on the phone. You guys want me writing all day. Like that's how I make way more money, because like I could spend 3 days setting up a new business that makes 100K a month. Like I've actually proven that I can do that. And like if I was just writing and acting on my ideas and making funnels, then I can double people's money in 6 months. And then, like I said, we're only going to make this go until September 1st, and then we can make the deal buy into the network. You don't get your business until 6 months, and then you don't double your money for 12 months, or we can make it 50% or whatever. And now we're going to have all this momentum of people coming in, and we're going to be able to close that deal. And now we have more money for the month of September. That's easy. Like now we could just do another 500 in September, but we don't have to pay these people back until next year. And I could use this 500 from this month to fund these funnels, and I could take care of the people that got us started.
Okay, I have one other question.
Please,
For people that you're building funnels for, where they own their business, you're building them an amazing funnel, and their sales for their business are gonna go from like 10,000 to 300,000. How are you negotiating a payout besides just a flat rate on the funnel? Can you build in I want 10, 15% of all the sales that come from this funnel so that you can max out your income and cash flow?
Exactly. So that's the other way we make money. So just because, to be clear, right, the success of one funnel needs the success of another funnel. So say I got on the phone and I closed 75 people on this app deal. We would be like, fuck, we need to put the money somewhere, right? And now we have to launch this other funnel to find the clients to do the funnels for. And we might not necessarily be doing social media to find these like 8-figure companies to do work with. We need to, like, Erica, you need to do your thing. Everyone needs to do on the phone with these vendors. But we had, like, when we talk to the vendors and we're like, yeah, pay us up front. And they're like, why pay you up front? We're already making money. I'm already doing 200K a month. Why would I pay you 25? Because it's just added money. You have an audience that's profitable, but I have another audience that you're not reaching. And I can make you money. And yes, to answer your question, I want to be able to negotiate those back-end deals, and it'll be significantly easier when I show someone, yeah, I just did like 700K this month, and these are the buyers in the app. They're ready to be deployed wherever I say, but pay us up front, and what percentage are you giving us in the back? And then we make the presentation to 5, 10 vendors. We only need like 3 vendors.
Yeah.
We don't need to close that many people. So where were we on the conversation before? What was the question? It was still the 2X, right? So
yeah, the original question was the 2X. Yeah.
Like really, it comes down to it's finding it's so like this the vendor funnel is like the most guaranteed deal. Like I can always charge someone to set up a funnel. I have proof that if you pay me, I could do sales for you. Like that's a fact, right? So the issue is just the people haven't delivered. So we need to qualify them and get them delivered. So my pitch to the vendor, like any Walmart guy, is like, if you see my case studies, I produced like 300K in 100 days by myself. Now I have a company and a group and references. And now I have a software that no one on the planet is leveraging at all. And I'm going to do the same thing for you. It's 25K. Like,
right.
Are you kidding me? And yeah, I can guarantee you that I'm going to make you 100K in 6 months. Like I've done 300K by myself in 3 months.
Right.
So so here's the pitch to any vendor on the planet. It's like, you give me 25K, I'm going to put this 25K into the first funnel that's already working, that's going to get buyers, and I can buy the leads where we're getting it here. And we can spend 5K on leads on this listing, get 3 people to buy, turn that to 75K and have 3 buyers. Now I have 75K, and you can go to any agency and get a funnel built. Right? And now I have 75K, and I can spend on I can literally start a business for you. I could hire people full-time to set up a site, do marketing, to get on the phone, have a full-time customer service lady specifically dedicated to your YouTube channel business. And I already made 75K with your 25K, so I could keep making money over here. This is a group of potential buyers. I can't guarantee the people over here are going to buy from you. They're going to have the choice, but I'm going to use the profit from this business to start one where they're specifically coming in for you. So yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it 4X. It's like to anyone that has a business that wants to be grown, I can do it, and I will sign 4X. I will sign it in blood. Like we only need like a few companies that actually are going to deliver, and we close those deals. Then it's going to make it even easier to close the first funnel for the investors. So I hope that answers some things for you guys.
It does. I'm going to go grab
You guys got to watch that video from yesterday. You got to watch it.
Definitely. I'm going to go grab my computer charger. I'll be right back.
No worries. And then guys, it's like really, it's like also with like the uniquenesses of opportunity. So I have one call later today. This kid is considering giving me 25K because he wants like $500,000 for his tech startup, right? So we start like, and then Jabali, you've got the guy who wants 20 million for his dispensary. So when we start telling these angel investors at 25K, like, yeah, these are the companies behind us. It's making it even easier for you to close them at that 25 to get them to join the app. So yeah, like I said, we got, the real thing is tangibly getting someone to see this deal, the vendor deal, where I'm like, look, 25K, I can get you 100K in 6 months, either through my funnel or your funnel. And if you give me 100K, I could do 2X in 6 months. Like, that's not scary to me. It's really not, because I can use that 25K and put it directly into marketing. Like, we wouldn't even keep any of it.
And then at what point do you have, enough capacity to, since you're, the master builder, to take on these people? How many can you take on without killing yourself?
Like the ADC network funnel, like I did that in a week. Like, I literally, it takes me like 3-4 days. Like, if I'm not making calls and no one's bothering me, like I could do it in like a week.
Love it.
Like a week, and then we just need to get ads to it.
Right.
Like, I have an idea and I'm like, oh, this is how I do the VSL. I'll do the script, I'll do the emails, I'll do the landing page, I send it out. And now you give me 25K to put leads through it, and we have other people to call it. Like, boom, like literally a week, maybe 2. Like to do everything, it'll take more. And that's exactly why I'm creating the course, to get more writers to know exactly how to write like me, which is, like I said, why every business grows the other business. Because if I had 3 writers that were like half as good as me, then we could produce even more funnels. So like, I have the whole copywriting course. I've got 74 projects on how I used to struggle making 640 a month, and how I can come up with a new idea and do 350 in a month. And like, there's so many writers that will literally write for me for free to learn how to do it, to go through the course. And then they're going to go through the course, they're going to go through the modules. And I have here's all my examples of my sales letters, for example. And I could be like, hey, I was sitting in the sauna and I was the broker for Uber. And then I was like, dude, I'm getting scammed. I need to follow with it. And this is the page I wrote. And I said, put this on the website. And then I sent it out and I made $350,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go play by play through each one of my 74 projects, and then be like, hey, now you know how I write. Give me an example and submit it, and then we'll see if it's good. And if it's good, we'll publish it on our site.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be like a line of writers writing for us for free, begging for an opportunity to get paid work, because that was my biggest problem. Is like, I was a good writer, but I didn't have evidence of results. So I was always in the Facebook group, Culted Copy Job Board, like begging people for jobs. Like, I know exactly what they're dealing with. They aren't getting paid enough. So we're going to launch the course for the writing. I'll probably have like 10-20 writers go through it for free, so they can give us a review, and then also create content for the course. And then we can launch it and then start charging $1,000 for it. So then we just have a line of writers, and then we have a line of salespeople.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if you guys haven't seen my blog, it's under construction. I need to go and edit every single one, because they don't have like the hyperlinks. But each one of these.
Just saw the word fund again.
Yeah, exactly. I need to literally read everything over. But each one of these blogs is like an explanation on why you should join my Facebook group and schedule an appointment with me. And I have like 56 pages typed up. And I have another like 60 ideas on blogs that I want to write. So then imagine if I had like 5 writers like just contributing to this blog. So here, just like where it says like Ryan Morgan wrote it, like I can be like, hey, you can write on my blog and be a contributor. And like, for an early writer that doesn't have a portfolio, like, that's super valuable. So I'm babbling on. Where are we?
Yeah.
Real quick,
Yes, sir.
what are all the streams of income, just kind of specifically, and maybe
So number one, we're already making money. We can sell to the investor. Number two, we providers, people that need to grow their company. Number three, I could charge anyone to teach them how to sell, right? So like, for example, like Jared, like you started working with me the year. Now you know where to get the leads, you know where to send the money. like to some extent. You don't like obviously we're getting the vendors worked out, but like at this point, you know where to generate the leads and stuff. So we have the course for the salespeople, we have the course for the writers. Now, when we have too many writers and too many salespeople, we'll need to be shopping those writers and salespeople out, just like Dan Locke does. Dan Locke does, he like says, hey, go through my course and then you can get a job with us. We'll find a job for you. We can do that. And then fundraising, Jabali's client, like he wants 20 million for a dispensary. You know, we actually are a company that can take on a project like that. And then finally, I want to actually make a profitable events business where we use the data, we have the writers, we have the salespeople, we have the investors, we have the companies, and we're like, hey, like the companies, hey, why don't you sponsor this event? And then we'll have investors come, we have the salespeople come, and we can charge tickets, we can charge for exclusivity to have access to us.
Perfect.
7 income streams that literally all build one another and make it more of a no-brainer on why the investor should buy in, and more of a no-brainer on why we could grow somebody's company.
Cool.
Jared and Jabali, can I ask you guys a question?
Of course.
Yes.
Are you guys setting goals for yourself? Like daily goals, weekly goals,
Yes.
monthly goals?
I have daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, and a goal for when I'm 85 years old specifically.
Oh,
Are these goals written down?
Yes.
They are written down. I have 3 whiteboards all over my room with all of my goals. I have a vision board
Wow.
inside of my laptop. They're
Love it.
everywhere.
nice.
Love it.
every
Love
day.
it.
I don't have that stuff.
What about you, Jabali?
That was me.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was Jared. My bad.
No.
My bad. Outstanding. What
It's
about
all
you,
good.
Jared?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm huge on tracking everything. I graph everything. I set daily goals, weekly goals, multiple lifetime goals. So I want goals so big it takes like 50 lifetimes to achieve them. I got a whiteboard. Everything. If it's not measurable, you can't improve on it. So you got to. Plus, just put it down in the physical universe like helps bring it into reality. So, you know, dream board. Every morning I wake up, I write. First thing I do is I write down in my goal book everything I want and anything that comes to mind. So yeah, huge fan of
Yeah, that
writing.
is huge, guys. I love that. I'm really big on quotes. There's a quote I really like about goals. A goal from Joe Vitale. A goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. Dream big, guys. Awesome. That's good to hear. Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest, I need to do more of that. I don't have any of that stuff, guys.
Come on. We need you to have all that. Come
I
on, let's
really
do it.
don't, I really don't have any. I don't have a daily goal. Like that's honestly, I'd be more successful if I've set like I'm gonna call 50 people. I want to call something. Like I don't do that, and I need to do that.
Yeah, you could take a Tony Robbins course.
Yeah, like I really do need to do something like that. Like I don't have any vision board or anything. Obviously, I have like, you know, I know what I need to do to like not go to jail and stuff, but.
That's a good goal, Ryan. That's a great goal.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, really I wanted to like kind of go over the vendor pitch because that's like really, as soon as we get someone to actually pay us 25K to build a funnel for us, that we're in business. Like right now we're still kind of like in beta stage where everyone's like, where's the money going?
Right, that's the
like,
main.
this is a strong pitch though. It's just harder to find these clients in their area. That's really what it is.
Did you send out to Jabali and Jared what I emailed you?
What did you send?
Where I transcribed this pitch, the client acquisition?
No, I did not. I'll write that down. So I transcribe the client.
Okay.
I'll send that to Erica as well, client acquisition. Because that's really like, this is the most important pitch. Like, this is really what like Erica, like I want, like obviously client services, but we gotta get on the phone with these vendors. We don't need them now. I think it might be better to create a little bit more momentum with the funnel and like investors are coming in. But I already did one good call with like an actual franchise, like he's an epoxy franchise, and his
epoxy, yeah.
his packages are 50 to 100,000, and he's got like 30 clients that have bought it. Like his top franchise, he's doing 5 million a year. Like we could just sell for that guy for the rest of our lives. Like that's like obviously not all of our clients want to do that, but that's why we need to have options. And there's nowhere on the planet where there's like an app where like people can buy into franchises, except for, you know, there are, however, companies like FranNet, like there's franchise consultants where like that's basically what we're doing. Is like we're creating a brand where you can like buy in and sell these opportunities. So there's
So the deck Ryan's about to go over, the client acquisition deck, is, well, he also did a video on it on YouTube, and I went through and I typed out basically everything he said and made it in a short, it's like not even 3 pages, and I emailed it to him. So for you, Jabari and Jared, so that way when you're on the phone, boom, it's right there. Like it's an easy reference for you to use.
Cool, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
got it. But so you guys see like on this site, friendnet.com, they have like this portfolio of business opportunities. And then they'll charge people to like have act to sell these things. They'd be like, hey, you want to be a franchise consultant? It's 25K. And then you could sell pet supplies plus.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like we literally can find these vendors, like honestly, like these are vendors. Came up with an idea while I'm up here. Like if we could reach out.
What does that say? Frannet.com?
Yeah, FranNet. So like we would, so like ideas to grow the company is like looking for franchise consulting companies. And then we also could be pitching franchise consultants because like they have their like portfolio, but we have a portfolio. They already have the leads. They're already doing it. Like if I spoke to a franchise consultant that's been selling Burger Kings for 25 years, and I told him what I'm doing, like he's got the leads. So there's so many different ways to grow this company. There's not enough people, not enough time. That's why I need more help.
Okay, I
You've
actually
got
have a
it.
question.
So
When I reach out, yeah, when I reach out to people and they answer and I say, hey, this is Jabali reaching out about the Franchise Opportunities Network, and then they say, what kind of franchise are you offering? That's a question I get a lot. So how do I answer that?
well, we don't do franchises like you say the ad is on Franchise Opportunity Network, but we sell automated absentee businesses.
Perfect.
So they're remote absentee businesses. So they're not franchise.
Passive income where they don't have to do anything. We do everything.
Okay, perfect.
Like they're absentee.
Say, I have something way better than a franchise opportunity, and then just let them have it.
It's a turnkey business models. That's another buzzword that people like to hear is
Turnkey.
yeah.
We use that one in real estate.
Yeah. But literally, honestly, this is actually a really good idea for you, Erica. Like these are literally vendors. These companies.
okay.
Like we need to be like, all right, how do we call the owner of this company? Be like, hey, how many leads are you getting? How many clients are you getting? Like, are you happy with it? Like these guys have they have 25K. You know what I mean? We just need to find them. And then obviously we want to ideally keep it in our niche as close as possible. We don't want to be doing like random shit that because that's where I can't guarantee the results. Like if I'm selling something that I'm not comfortable with. Yeah.
We're asking for their financials as well.
Yeah, we want everything, exactly. And so in terms of the pitch to the vendor, basically like you said, Angie, like I want the financials, like if they're a red ocean, if they're like a unicorn, it's like a brilliant idea, and like, oh my God, this is brilliant, like we'll consider taking that on. If it's just like, oh my God, this guy came up with a way to fucking turn water to wine and I just need to deliver it to the net, then I would consider like spending a week writing the copy for him. And then here's like what you get from us. So when they give us 25K for the funnel, like I said, I would put,
Okay.
trying to go over it. 25K goes into our company. We set up the funnel with them in like the first month. We start putting listings up after 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, I'll be able to start recruiting salespeople. We'll be recording the calls. They're also getting like a training program. So they're training, like all the recorded calls will go into my program, and then we'll also make them their own training program as well. And then that way they can get a dedicated team for their business. So there'll be like the ADC consultants that can refer like freelance, but then I also want to recruit like people that specifically work for them under a commission.
Mhm.
And like my projection is like you should be making, like you should have a profitable funnel where you're getting a month at like after 4 months, after 12 weeks.
Right.
I think we could do that sooner than that. I think like Jared, like how soon did it take us to get like four deals a month for Shopify? Like it was after like month 3.
Yeah.
It was after month 3 we were doing like
Right.
so like this is like I'm not overselling, and with the leverage and the money that we have, it's 100% doable. So this is the slide that explains like the ROI, why you can't say no to the offer is like I already explained it to you guys, like how we're literally setting up 2 businesses. Like you're giving the money for us to find buyers and to create money, and then we're going to set up another business for you. So it's all explained on that slide. What questions do you guys have about this pitch? Because this is the pitch that you're basically giving to Tracy Jabali. So like when Tracy's like, yeah, I want 20 million for my dispensary. And we tell them about the banking stuff. And we're like, look, man, we don't need the banking stuff to like help you raise money. Like this is how we can raise your money. If you give me 100K, we're going to put it into this specific, like we're going to put it into my funnel to get more money. And then we can make like an angel investment network for dispensaries. Be like, hey, you want to invest into a dispensary, ground floor, 25K. Here's the deal. But we need money for that because we don't know how much it's going to cost to convert. So like, let's use the first funnel that's guaranteed to make money. And then we start dumping money into this.
Beautiful.
So like, there shouldn't be like any confusion on how we can help him or anyone that wants to raise money for their company. And like, here's like the whole, like a long plan on the course and the clients and my in-house funnels. And my goal is like, because we're going to create all this income and no one actually takes care of their customers, and we go back to all the people that got fucked over and we get a video testimony, and Erica like reaches out to them and schedules a call with us, we do a video call about how we take care of them. And in January, we have like all these happy testimonies, just like Sam Ovens has on consulting.com. At that point, we have that brand equity where we literally can raise money for anything because we have so many reviews, we have the results on being able to raise the money. And we have the trust where people are willing to like give us more than 6-12 months. Maybe they'll give us 3 years, 4 years to do their money.
Mhm.
And the more people that we have happy with us, the easier it will be to like, yeah, you know what, we can raise money. This is how we can do it. Ringing bells. So just to clarify, 25K for the funnel. I'm guaranteeing them a 4x in 6 months. If they do 100K, I'm guaranteeing them a 2x in 6 months. And yeah.
Are you still trying to get the leveraged loan from the bank as well, or is
Yeah,
that?
I mean, that's 100% in play.
Mhm.
As soon as I get this statement, we've done 7. I've averaged 230 a month for the last 90 days. So they look at the last 3 statements.
Mhm.
And then my goal, like
That money will all go towards this, or?
yeah. So what I would do, here's the actual plan with like the traditional banking with people like Chris Stanford is I want to get the account over 250 when we apply, and I was told that I can be approved for 300,000. That's enough money to run the entire company, right? So
Right.
and those are bi-weekly terms I've been offered. So I can get like say 150,000 on bi-weekly terms, and I could just pay everyone, dump money into marketing, and then that 200K, we don't even touch it, and it just.
And then flip it and then pay back the loan in 3 years?
Yeah, I would just make the payments. I would just make the payments and take care of the clients first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of the
Usually, I
clients
mean, it
first.
depends on the term, but yeah.
Yeah, depends on the term.
Stack it,
Stacking
stacking it, getting more leads.
Yeah, get more leads, like use the business funding, get more leads, run the company, hire who we need to hire, make this app the best fucking app ever. So when we go to these presentations, we get these $500,000 deals, and then we just have this principle that we're not even touching until the end of October, because we're betting all these opportunities. And then that's how we can get this 250 to like 3 million, 4 million by the end of October. And then, yeah, we do have the money to take care of that 600K in liability that I assumed.
I love that email that you sent last night. That was so exciting about that guy in New Zealand. I don't know if you guys saw the email, came in late.
Yeah.
About the app coming out sooner than later. Hopefully, I think that's really going to help boost sales and fast.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, guys. So I've been keep forgetting to reach out to that guy, but I spent an hour and a half talking to him like 2 weeks ago. He claims that he already has, he's like, dude, I already have this app built. Like in terms of like,
You already built it.
he was like, I already have this, like my business is to go into small businesses and make them more efficient, like with what everything that you're saying, like with, he said, you literally just need to like customize the features and I can put your logo on it. And like,
That's great.
like you guys can start doing demos like next week. So like,
When are you going to call him, Ryan?
well, our appointment's tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, our appointment's tonight at 5. So yeah, Javali and Jerry, if you guys want to be on, feel free.
Mhm.
You don't have to be on that. But the goal with that is now you'll be able to like direct people to video calls and give them the demo of the app, which means you'll be able to close them by yourself. It gives you more authority, just like, you know, when we were doing the Shopify stores. Like once you're able to log in, like, you're like, oh, you know. So that's where we're at, guys. I should be able to do the demo. I'm hoping to do that by, and we'll see how the meeting goes tonight. I mean, he said he'd give it to us for free, and then I'd have to pay him later. But he basically wants a funnel built for him, basically for free. In exchange, but he's another guy. He says he's got these really big companies that need like hundreds of millions of dollars and stuff, and then he also knows a lot about banking as well, banking instruments. And he had like his own banking opportunity that he was talking to me about. So there's a lot of potential synergies with him. Obviously, I need you guys to like stick it with, you know, vet him thoroughly because I don't want to do that. But we'll talk to him and we'll see where it goes.
Can you record that call tonight?
Yes, that call will be recorded.
Outstanding.
Yes. Any other questions
Awesome,
you guys have about the client acquisition presentation or the original presentation on the 25 on like while we're doing the 2X for just till September 1st, just to create momentum? Because
Yeah, no more questions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't have any more questions. Yeah, and also if we have the app, that's going to change the game because I actually just got that objection recently. He said, it sounds interesting. I love the idea, but I would like to see it.
All right.
it's fucking bullshit. I hate people like that. It's like, what
Hey guys, I'm on Slack now. I'm on Slack.
Come on.
I'm on Slack now, so feel free to reach out. And Jared and Jabali, like, feel free to give out my number to whoever, if they want to talk about why I gave $100,000 to the company. Like, I have lots of good reasons.
So yeah, use her as a resource, guys. Like honestly, like it might even make sense to have them talk to Angie first and then have me talk. And then it's over, bro. Like if they talk to me and then they're willing to take a call with me and they don't sign up, it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. And guys too, like on the commission side, like I don't care about that. Like that, I would love to be that middle person before they even get to Ryan to like even make them feel more comfortable. I'll have them call you back to schedule the appointment with Ryan, like however you guys want to do it. But it's just, I just want to help get us money and help keep us growing.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, obviously Angie and Erica, I could speak to you guys about if you guys want to get paid a commission or if you wanted to get funded to your investment to the company.
Okay, that sounds great.
Up to you. But like, for example, like that one lady, Ashley, like she just literally needs like 10 minutes to talk to you guys. And like, I can throw you guys, I can throw you a stack for 15 minutes of your time just to be like, yeah, you know, I really like Ryan. And
Yeah, we'll talk you up.
yeah, we can talk about that later. But yeah, guys, so that's the meeting. And then in terms of communication, is Slack, I mean, honestly, I need to get better at checking Slack. Part of me wanted to make like a iMessage chat, but like, you know, I know we do, like, do we want to mix texting and is it better to just have the sales team in Slack where we all communicate?
I like Slack, but Slack or what?
It'd be either Slack, texting, or Facebook. And then the purpose of this would be
Not Facebook.
Not Facebook.
Not Facebook. Slack's good, or
I don't mind if you guys text me too on my cell phone. I don't know if that's like on Slack.
Texting's good. I get a combination of texting and Slack. And always send the meetings in Gmail so the Zooms go right into our calendars.
Yeah, no, I was saying in terms of like having like a group where the sales teams all together where it's like Jared's like, oh, I need someone to talk to this person. And it's like,
Well, you can create a new group within the group in Slack.
yeah, so I create a group in Slack where we like for
Yeah,
okay, we'll do that.
that's what I would do.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you guys for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. It's all done. You already know. Peace.
It's all done.
It's all done.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later, guys.
Bye bye.
Nope. Baby, what resin did you use?